great trailers dropped yesterday. I mean, some really good trailers. 2 of them in particular that we're going to highlight today. And one of them, one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and this weird, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, I am so looking forward to this. And that...
Why do you hate to say it?
...is Barbie.
Margot Robbie, let's go party.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. What were your thoughts? Go.
Well, okay.
You've seen both trailers now.
Yes.
Both teasers. Keep in
Yes.
mind, they have not released a full-length trailer yet.
I know. I'm really excited though. Okay, so basically, it looks colorful, it looks fun, it looks like they literally got into like 7-year-old me's head and was like, what do you do when you play Barbies? Granted, I was making mine secret agents, but like the fact that they are going through and doing this with the attention and level of detail that it shows in the trailers, I'm so excited. Like I did not grow up a girly girl, right? So like, this is hilarious to me that I am this excited about it, but if they pull this off, it's going to be so well done. And from what they've already shown,
I think they're going to do it.
I think so too.
The cast is amazing. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, America Ferrera, Will Ferrell.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
It's star-studded.
They have stacked the cast on this thing. Greta Gerwig was nominated for her the movie that she co-wrote and directed, which was Lady Bird.
Yep.
With Saoirse Ronan and Laurie Metcalf. Will Ferrell is not Ken. I'm not sure what Will Ferrell's position is. All it says on the poster is a human.
I mean, Will Ferrell was also in the Lego Movie and did quite well in that position as well. So I'm not upset about it.
He has a lot more range than people give him credit for. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend a movie that he did with Dustin Hoffman called Stranger Than Fiction.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And if you're like, what? That one really flew under the radar, and it's very deep and very subversive. Also very funny.
Very Stanley Parable.
Yes.
Very Stanley Parable vibes. If you have not seen that, I would highly recommend it. And if you think the same thing about Will Ferrell, like, Will Ferrell just does like, comment. No, go watch Stranger Than Fiction, and you'll be like, wow.
Check your chat.
Simu Liu is the best Ken. I really think that he's going to be the best Ken.
Well, yeah. Not only is he beautiful and talented, but now he is going to be put into like a role as Ken. I'm just so...
Him and Ryan are both Ken. There's multiple Barbies. There's a whole sequence in the trailer where she's like, hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
There's 8 billion Barbies. Like, so there's the black Barbie,
excited.
the Hispanic Barbie, the Asian Barbie, the brunette Barbie.
Thank goodness.
And they're all Barbie.
Yeah. That's because that's how they're marketed. It's great. I'm so excited. Yeah. Even the props look like they literally like took them from the Barbie things and like made them big size.
The highlight joke from the trailer for me, and this is again where I get the sense that Greta Gerwig is paying homage to, but also doing kind of a takedown at the same time, is there's a sequence where Ryan Gosling is standing there with Margot Robbie, and she's like, I should stay the night over. She's like, why? And he's like, because we're boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's like, what would we do? And he's like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
And she goes, I don't know either.
And it's like, oh my God. How, Michael Cera is the non-Ken. He's Alan in the movie.
I forgot about that.
They have stacked this cast. There's a thing about beaching people off.
Yeah.
I would beat you off. And I was like...
Yes, legit.
They're not equipped.
It's going to be a good time. I'm really excited for this.
I really, really think this is going to be a good movie.
Chris, we're geeking out about this because it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
At the beaching scene, legit, Neuro, I've watched that a couple of times, just like, what is happening?
And I absolutely adore Simu Liu. For those that want some context there, he played Shang-Chi in Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I think this is going to be one of the most subversive films released this year.
Yes. I mean, I loved the Lego movies. because there was a lot of things in there that was very much like, ha, I see what you did there. If they take that and do this with Barbie as well, I'm happy about it. We also had the Blue Beetle trailer drop, which I think looks exciting, but I would like to see more before, they do release the movie.
It looks very rote to me.
Rote?
Yeah, ROTE. It looks very like, oh, look, another superhero origin story from DC.
And they could, surprise us after the fact, which we have also addressed the fact that DC doesn't always do the best marketing their movies. So it may be that this movie is awesome and they just do not know how to market it as well as they should. Just like with Shazam. Yes.
Is this one headed up by James Gunn?
No.
Oh.
The first film in James Gunn's new DCU will be Superman Legacy. That's slotted to come out in 2025. And they're claiming they haven't cast Superman yet.
Oh.
Oh
yeah, he's fought back on so many different people.
Tweets and yeah. James Gunn is extremely active on Twitter, in case you didn't know. He's on there all the time, and he will respond to like randos, like not even like industry people, like Bill 647574 says, "Hey, James Gunn, do." He says it's not going to have a Guardians of the Galaxy tone, but the first DCU movie is going to be Superman Legacy, and the thing is it's the first new DCU movie, and he's writing and directing it himself, and on top of being co-CEO of the studio. So he knows he's got to come out strong with that one.
There's a lot of pressure there.
And again, so you got Blue Beetle, you got Flash, and all this stuff. And somebody asked on another show that I watch whether James Gunn's going to get kicked out of the door because of stuff. He has nothing to do with any of these movies. He didn't make them.
Right.
Like they were all made before. Cool.
Don't mind us, guys. Our set's just falling apart.
The other trailer that came out that I am just over the fucking moon about is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes, I am really excited for this. So is this is including Miles Morales as well, right?
He's the main character still. Yep. So this is the sequel to the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie that they made a few years ago, right? And so this will be the sequel to this. What they hinted at the end of the last movie was we're getting Spider-Man 2099. What we see in this trailer is he goes to what they call the lobby, and there is all kinds of spider people, like just so many, like hundreds upon hundreds of spider people from all across the Spider-Verse.
Because the Spider-Verse was the first kind of like multiverse that they had going over in Marvel, wasn't it? Other than the Hulk, I think.
Yeah, so this is the whole big Spider-Verse thing. We see Gwen in the trailer, so all that back. The Peter who trained Miles from the last movie is back in this one, but he's got a baby now named Mayday.
Yes.
Oscar Isaac plays Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara, which I love Oscar Isaac. I'll pretty much watch him in anything.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just his voice. I think he's going to make a good Spider-Man 2099.
Yes.
What's the plot of the new Spider-Verse movie? So far, it looks like Miles is struggling with his secret identityness in his world, right? And keeping that from his parents.
Right.
And being now, because he's the only Spider-Man on his world now.
Yes. He kind of had that mantle handed over to him.
Right, because the other Peter died. By the way, I'm spoiling the first movie, so if you haven't seen it yet, that's your own fault. That movie's years old now. Okay, sorry, we're well past spoiler territory on this. And so he appears to be having some stuff. Gwen comes to get him for some reason. She comes through a portal and is like, "Hey, Miles, let's hang out," right? And so Gwen takes him to the lobby, as they're calling it, which has got all the spider people. There's something there with him fighting with Oscar Isaac with Spider-Man 2099. There's a conflict there about you can save one person or you can save the multiverse. And he's like, I can do both, Miles says. And that seems to be the central conflict, is him fighting with the other spider people about what it means to be a Spider-Man.
Interesting. That is exciting.
It looks like a Spider-Man showcase. I mean, look at the first movie, and you could say that about the first movie too. I thought Into the Spider-Verse was amazing.
I always operated under the assumption that because there is the Spider-Verse, that we will like end up running into this and being able to, be introduced to all of these different spider people. I don't think that it's a bad thing because it also starts making it possible for the multiverse to come in other ways.
Yeah.
It gives them more like.
Keep on, this is not a Marvel production. This is Sony.
This is Sony, and it's this one is a sequel to the Into the Spider-Verse, which was beautifully animated and beautifully done. So the fact that they are coming back through and doing another one,
too.
They're
actually doing 2.
Yes. Well, yeah, because they're going to do a trilogy, right?
Yes. This was originally only supposed to be a sequel. That it was so good that they were like, no, we're splitting this into 2. There's too much material. So this is Across the Spider-Verse is now, and the last one is Beyond the Spider-Verse, I believe.
That tracks. That makes sense. The naming convention, of course. Okay, so just if you have time, go and watch Into the Spider-Verse. It's a masterpiece. It really is, just from an animation and creation standpoint.
Yep. It's probably top 10 comic book movie of all time, in my opinion.
Oh, it says here on the internet that you haven't liked or subscribed or hit the notification bell, and that if you don't, the IRS is going to punch you in the dink.